So, first trade of the day, and USD JPY is in danger. As you can see, guys, so I just caught this nice position on USD JPY. Actually caught it right here when this 5-minute candlestick closed. So currently this is how the trade is looking like, as you can see. So without any further talking, let me just explain how I got this trade here on USD JPY so that we will be on the same page, So I'm just going to remove everything that I have here, and then we are going to look at the analysis for USD JPY. So I started my analysis on the 1 hour time frame, hence I'm executing on the 5-minute time frame. I'm sure it makes sense. So I started my analysis on the 1 hour time frame. Being on the 1 hour time frame, I needed to identify my 1 hour high and also my 1 hour low. So looking at this low here, I can say that somewhere around here I do have my 1 hour low, and then somewhere around here I do have my 1 hour high, as you can see. So if you are struggling to identify any of these levels, maybe the high or the low, you can actually use the line chart. Using the line chart, you will actually look for the 2 recent trends. As you can see here, I have what? I have a 10 somewhere there. So somewhere around here is where I am going to find my high. And then somewhere around here, I also have what? A 10 going to the upside. So somewhere around here is where I am going to find my low, as you can see. And then once you have done this, you must actually switch back to the candles. So switching back to the candles, this is what you are going to have, and then you will only need to refine the high, and you will also need to refine the low so that it becomes something like this. And then with that said, you have now identified your 1 hour high and also your 1 hour low. Any 1 hour, any high or any low, it can be the 4 hour high, the 4 hour low, the 1 day high, the 1 day low. You can identify them using the same approach. So now that I have my low and my high, I need to check which high is valid, which low is valid. Is actually the high that I have identified here a valid high or an invalid high? Is the low that I have identified here a valid low or an invalid low? So looking at the low here, I can see that I have one complete candlestick, second complete candlestick. So my low is now valid because I have 2 complete candlesticks. And then looking at the high, I can see that I have 1 complete candlestick. The second one is still forming, so the high was not valid, so I actually got rid of it. Why is it not valid, you may be asking yourself? So the reason I say apologies, the reason I say the high is not valid if we don't have more than 2 complete candlesticks is because having maybe less than 2 complete candlesticks will not give you enough data for you to analyze. So going back to the chart here, I can say that okay, my high was not valid. The only valid level that I had was the low. So I went to the 15-minute time frame, the analysis time frame. I saw that okay, the candlesticks are not quite clear, are not quite detailed. Then I went to my execution and analysis time frame, which is the 5-minute time frame. So being on the 5M time frame, I was like, okay, so now the candlesticks are giving, now the candlesticks are more. So here I needed to refine my low first. That's the first thing that I do. And then after refining my low, I started with my analysis. So analyzing here, I saw that from the low, the market pushed up to this high here, came down to this low around here. I won't pay attention to this one, but then what happened? We broke this high that we had here, meaning what? We are in an upward impulse. And then went up to a certain high somewhere around here. I won't actually pay attention to it as well. It's actually minor. So we went up to this high here, came down to this low, giving us another one, hook point, and then went up, breaking this low here. Mind it, breaking the low, no, breaking the high, I mean. So breaking this high here, meaning that we are in an upward impulse. Always, when we break the highs, we are in an upward impulse. So what happened here is that it actually pushed to this high somewhere around here. I won't pay attention to it because it's not quite visible. But at the end, it went up to this highest level that we have here. After giving us that highest level, it came down to this low around here and then went up, failing to break the highest level. So what was happening around here, around this push here, and what is now happening around here? 2 different things, like 2 different things. Initially, we were breaking the highs, meaning that we are in an upward impulse. Now, on the second phase, we failed to break the high, meaning that we are now having a correction. So we are now on a correction phase. So we are going to identify our correction. Can you see that here we have that highest level, and here we have the high that failed to break the highest level? So I'm going to connect these 2 highs using a trend line. So here, I'm going to take my trend line, I'm going to connect these 2 highs, and then I'm going to make a copy of it, paste it on the lowest level in between this high and this high, which is this one here. And then I'm going to make a copy of the trend line. I paste it on that lowest level. After I paste it on this lowest level, I need to drag my trend line to the left to manually create the first touch. What do I mean? I'm going to create a first touch somewhere around here by dragging this trend line to this side, as you can see. So now my first touch is this one here, and this lowest level in between these two highs is now my second touch. And I was waiting for what here? For a dead touch, as you can see. Expecting a dead touch, I always expect my dead touch below the hook point. So if I do not have any hook point and I receive a dead touch, I'm not going to take that entry because I don't have a hook point, or some can say a support level, or some can say maybe what is it, a liquidity, I don't know. Okay, but then me, this is my hook point here. So I do have my hook point, which is this level here. We are using many keywords for the same thing. That's another thing. We are using so many keywords for the same thing, but then it's just the same thing. So I was waiting for the market to come back to this low that I had here. It's a low, you can call it whatever you want. I call it a hook point. So upon breaking this low here, I expected a dead touch. So broke the low. Okay, and now we are currently on break even, as you can see. So the trade actually started pushing up, running into good profit. So the reason I'm saying we are on break even is because of this 15 minutes. So the first one, as you can see, did impulse away from my entry, but I was still taking a bath on the other side, so I was not on the charts. Now that I came back, seeing another 15 minutes impulsing away from my entry, now I'm actually confident. So we are now on break even. Already moved my stop loss on my firm. So this is how the trade is looking like. So we are on break even. Let's see how this one goes though. Let me just place this thing here. Here we go. So we are risk free. We are going to see what happens. Now I just want to drip, guys. I'm actually naked, so I can't record. So hence I'm using a phone. So I just want to drip, and then we are going to continue with the trade. Damn, man. Damn, like guys, I was trying to iron this shirt. I just bent it. Oh, it's a new shirt, by the way. I just wanted to trip today. We are with that trouser, but then it just got bent, dog. So I don't know, like it's type of fabric, like you. But then it is what it is, bent, man. I just gotta move on now. See what type of a trip I can actually. Oh, but yeah, it's fucking me up now. But then the trade looking like this. So me looking like this currently, let me see what I can do, man. I gotta do something though. Okay guys, so the trade is currently moving great. So remember, we have recently took the stop loss to break even, and then after I have taken the stop loss to break even, the trade started pushing to the upside. So let's have a look at the charts. So looking at here, you can see that USD JPY is moving nice, man. It's moving nice. So currently approaching the TP. So the reason I resetted my stop loss to where it was initially, and then had this thing here for and the stop loss is to actually show you like how far are we running now. As you can see, we are currently running on 1.5%, 1.5 return. So this will be it. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna keep on trailing the stop loss. So since I moved my stop loss using the 15-minute time frame, it means I must start trailing my stop loss using the 1 hour time frame. So this means since this 1 hour candlestick, as you can see, this one here impulsed away from my entry, now my stop loss is going to be somewhere around here, which is something that I'm going to do right now on my device, on my broker. So it's going to be like this for now, and then when this one impulses away from my entry as well, I am going to continuously move my stop loss. But then if it closes as a bearish candlestick, not impulsing away from my entry but closing close to my entry, I won't be moving my stop loss. I only trail when we are pushing to the upside. So this will be it for now. We're just gonna wait, but hoping for a TP hit here. And another thing, we have just reached the 90% rule, as you can see. So as you can see, we are now here on the 90% rule. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna stay patient, stay tuned. Okay guys, so just got back to the charts, and like I honestly won't lie, they are doing great. We are moving great. We are going to the upside. But then yeah, let's have a look at the charts without any further ado, obviously. So what's happening on USD JPY? As you can see here, currently on the 1 hour time frame. So the first 1 hour candlestick pushed up from my entry, as you can see. So my stop loss was right here, as you can see. So after this candlestick, we had another 1 hour candlestick pushing away from my entry. So I placed my stop loss right here, as you can see. So it turns out when I was still away from the charts with a friend, I was actually taking some pictures. The market actually came down. I just want to show you this here. The market actually came down and then tagged the level where I was supposed to have my stop loss. So this trade couldn't have ended here, because after moving my stop loss to this 1 hour low that we have here, and the market decided to push down to around this price here. So this could have been a what position? Let me see. A 1 is to 1.35, as you can see here. So the fact that I was out actually saved me from that less payment, and then it decided to reward me more. So this is what is happening here. Currently in the position, I was not taken out because I haven't yet moved the stop loss. Just imagine, dog. But then yeah, it is what it is. Just what I understand is that there comes a day where consistency will meet luck. So just keep on going, man. I'll actually evaluate it probably on some other videos. But then here we are live trading, man. We are live trading. So another thing, outfit check. Let's do an outfit check.
When I was living, I was soft as a feather. Why me? I'm an easy target. Where's on me like a cheesy market? I should have moved like a sleazy target instead of staying like a creep carpet. Creep carpet keeps stepping on me. My heart is sore, I'm feeling guilty only.
Okay, guys, so we have finally reached the final phases of this trade. So some things happened here, but then yeah, I actually went back to my stop loss, the trailed stop loss. So let's have a look at it. So looking at the charts here, I can see that okay, USD JPY, like it actually pushed so close to my TP. I'm sure there was slightly less than 1% here. So upon reaching this high here, it started pushing down, as you can see. So I had my stop loss here. So I did explain what happened here when it actually pushed, touched my stop loss and then went up, but I still had my stop loss here. So when it came down, pushing again for the second time, it actually got my stop loss. And on this trade, I am out. So right here, made about, let me see the rewards. One is to 1.35. So 1.35 times the amount that I risked. So this is it, guys. Me personally, I am proud that I followed my plan. I am proud that I was patient enough to wait for this trade to form. I'm also happy that I was so relaxed during the trade. I didn't actually go against the plan or allow emotions to trigger with me so that I actually mess up with the trade. So with the journey, actually happy with the progress. Even with this type of reward 1.35, it's actually good for me. Not actually complaining because I'm focusing more on the process. I'm focusing more on following the plan, being patient, being disciplined, and letting the trade do what it has to do. So yeah, it is what it is. Going to wait for another trade, and then oh yes, there was GBPNZD, dog. There was GBPNZD, dog. So let me break down this one, and then we are calling it a day. So look at what happened here.